I'm Don. Welcome back to On the Scout. Today I want to talk about the methods to mitigate mosquitoes bugging you while camping in the summer. So at camp, the first thing I like to do is wear 2 layers of clothes. So right now I have my long underwear on, which I normally wear at night and sleep in. I have that on during the day underneath my hiking pants. And I have a thin wool jacket over my thin sun shirt. So mosquitoes, they can usually bite through 1 layer of hiking clothing, but they can't bite through 2, usually. They still find a way. They're very persistent. I'm always going to be trying to wear gloves. I'm wearing thicker leather work gloves. And on my head, I have a sun hood with a silk scarf over that to provide protection to my head and neck. And I have my hat on to just deter them and distract the mosquitoes a little bit more. So passive protection, I feel, is the best. Everyone's used to seeing DEET. I carry these little bottles of Ben's mosquito repellent. It's a 30% DEET product, and I usually put that on my face and any other exposed pieces of skin. I like to, this little squirt bottle, I like to spritz some on my hand. Oh, wrong way. And I like to get every bit of exposed skin. If you leave a gap like between your eyes, like I found out just a little bit ago, got bitten between the eyes. So any amount of exposed skin, I try to get a little layer of DEET on every hour. It doesn't really last 7 hours, especially with these really determined summer mosquitoes here in the West. Any bit left, I like to put around the ankles, put around the wrist, put it back of the neck. That way it'll provide a little bit more protection from them even landing and trying to bite through my clothes. The next protection I like to carry is the Thermacell. So this unit is Thermacell, I think, outdoorsman or woodsman. And this unit you can clip to a belt and carry around with you, or have it when you're hunting in deer stand or wherever. And it's a butane powered. It uses their proprietary butane cartridges. Keep one in the holster here, spare. And it uses these little Thermacell packets. You open them up. It releases a D-cis-trans-alethrin, and you put it into the grill, activate the unit, and it releases the chemical slowly. And when it releases it, it scares mosquitoes away. It is advertised to work up to 4 hours, but really I find half of that. It lasts 2 hours or less, and the range is advertised to be 20 feet. It really only protects you less than 10 feet. It's really wind dependent. So having this on really slows down the mosquitoes coming. The next thing I like to do to protect myself from mosquitoes at camp is I like to have a nice smoky small fire. Right now it's 75 degrees. I don't need to be having a nice campfire. I need to have a little smoldery fire. I'm using this really punky rotten wood I found behind the camp. This is the only wood that doesn't provide much heat, isn't much value for light, but when it comes to generating smoke, this poorer quality damp wood really works well. You see how rotten it is in here. Just put a little piece at a time and just kind of keep it on the embers, keep a little bit of smoke being generated. Mosquitoes hate smoke. They don't fly in smoke that much, but the second you get out of the smoke, they'll bite you or land on you and bite you. The final method of protection I like to have is a tobacco pipe. It generates a lot of smoke by your face, and so the most vulnerable part of me right now is my face, exposed skin. Having a pipe really helps drive away the mosquitoes. It is carcinogenic and they hate it. So when you're on the trail hiking, your main protection against mosquitoes is DEET and your speed. It's easy to outwalk, out-hike a mosquito, especially when you're walking into a wind. But when you take a little stop, a little break for water and food, I like to put my sleeves down. I like to get my hoods back up, so I can have a little break in peace from the mosquitoes. And if they're really persistent or I'm wearing really thin layers, I'll actually put on a thin cotton bush shirt to provide 1 extra layer of resistance against the mosquitoes. Provides me protection on my shoulders and on my back. If they're very bad, I'll even take a break with gloves on. And of course, during the break, I'll reapply DEET to my face and other exposed skin. All right, when we get moving again, I'll just strip everything off really fast and start running up the mosquitoes again. Those are some of the methods I like to have to protect myself from mosquitoes at camp. All right, this is Don on the Scout. See you next time.